will be the stage here. Like I said, it's going to be Peach versus Roy, most likely.
There's the Peach. Vince looks like he's still setting himself up.
Get himself
Controller almost in hand. There it is. And Roy is the pick.
Make sure that the tag is right. Yeah, Vince an avid Mega Man Zero fan. Really? Yeah, he loves the. That's kind of his thing. Loves Zero from Mega Man. So big Mega Man X fan. Dope.
Oh, he must have been in for a world of hurt when they showed Zero as an assist trophy.
I cried for like a good 12 seconds. But here we go, folks. You're one of your top 8 qualifiers here. Let's see if Vince can punch his ticket in the top 8 or if LingLing will come out on top here. Again, you know, it's one of those cases where it's going to be much more matchup experience on the side of, I'm sure Vince has fought a number of more Peaches than LingLing has fought Roy's. So,
yeah, from what I understand, there's like a couple of Roys in Connecticut, but they don't travel out and they don't travel often to the locals.
The only one in New England that comes to mind is SA, is the one that immediately comes to mind, and he's pretty good. I can't really say kill West to Vince because, you know, Vince is he's like a top 10 player in our state for a reason. So let's see how things stack out here. Right now, has himself in the early lead.
It's the kind of matchup where, like, you know you're going to be able to get your damage down on just because it's Peach and you have a sword. So anti-airing her isn't the big issue. It's netting those kills. And Peach can be very evasive when she wants to and can all of a sudden threaten kill just like that.
Yeah, and if that F tilt connected, that definitely would have spelled curtains for Vince and a kind of a bit of a spaghetti option right there from LingLing. Okay! Go deep, young man.
You just decided to go for broke off that forward air. He very easily could have just gotten picked off by Nair Bear, but nonetheless, it is Vince who breaks first blood and now is trying to take this all the way to the bank.
I love the use of the sour hitbox right there. Vince is constantly posting clips on Twitter of him utilizing the sour hitboxes of Roy's, various aerials and stuff to kind of just extend these combos a little bit farther. That will not be death, but Mr. Saturn coming to play right now.
But with no impact on the set insight.
I'm a head out.
He's like, what's going on over here?
Again, excellent recovery there from Vince. That air dodge not going to get punished. Vince just a little slow to draw right there. LingLing just trying to secure this first stock here. Get a lot of skirting around. I love the use of the short hop side beat from Vince. And again, the attack cancel or the slide on the forward tilt.
One thing I want to bring up about Vince, what's actually super smart about his approach to this matchup, is take note about like where he's positioning himself against LingLing when he's in control of the stage. He's staying like just outside of that burst range of a short hop area. And he's staying in that spot so that he can force LingLing out of that comfort zone in a position where he can properly threaten. He's staying alive!
Wow, okay. That was very risky there from Vince. You're being forced to pull the trigger on his up B high. I believe it's called the Flare Blade. Is that the proper term for it?
I want to say it's Blazer?
Maybe.
Or is that the neutral B? I'll be perfectly honest. Roy is one of those characters where a lot of his names are fairly generic. And he's just dead.
The great evening up of the game right there from LingLing again. That those multi-hits at the ledge, from like you just get hit by like the one placement hit, it like throws you for a tizzy if you're not careful.
You know, I feel like I've seen all of the Peaches today, and I do mean all of them, down smashed at the ledge much more than almost any other tournament. Did someone, like, tell them that that was a good option and they all just didn't realize until nearly a year into the game? Like, did they all just have that collective epiphany of, oh,
wait a second.
She spin.
So Vince on the back foot right now, but continuing to fight back. Roy having a, you know, if you get the right hit when the sun's just right, this character can blow you up. As you see him just looking for that hit. Good job with the jab into the up air right there. Continuing to string. Back air will buy LingLing some space that he needs.
Oh, but misses the tech saves his jump.
All
right, we're back in the mix.
Oh my God, the pressure coming out from LingLing right now. Vince finally able to get himself back in the thick of things. Runs off the platform. Not sure if that's what he wanted to do, but providing great pressure right now.
That shield is hurting. Oh! That Peach is hurting.
Oh, that was so good from Vince, man. Like the pressure he was applying with the double-edged dance, then the tech chases and the jabs on LingLing shield, forcing him to think more defensively and just to try to get out of dodge. And Vince with the perfect option right there. That was so smart. So
that was a bit of a nail biter on that one.
Oh yeah, that was very, very good stuff. So Vince fighting back from a deficit. It was down a decent amount right there. Again, when you're this rock that gets comboed in the air like Roy does, any sort of high % damage you take, you always have to be a little bit more cautious. But Vince up one game here on LingLing. This would be a really, really solid win for him.
This would be a big one, especially because I feel like it's always brought up when it comes to South Jersey players. They don't get a chance to travel as much, or they're reluctant to.
No, yeah.
But Vince is definitely that shining star of the sub-region.
Yeah.
If he gets that win, that's a fairly coveted win.
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
Beginning of quarter 4, that's good money.
Facts. That's gas money for sure. So let's see how LingLing responds here in game 2. Definitely looking for more space to play with right here with this the pick of Kalos. I usually assume people go here because FD is banned, so.
And that's a good rationalization to have. It's a very long stage. The platforms at the ledge only really come into play for the ledge guarding and recovery aspects. But for the most part, you're forcing a lot of juggling. You're forcing a lot of returns to that ledge. But also keep in mind the fact that the stage is, like the base stage itself and its flats are very far from the ceiling.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So let's see. Vince continuing the pressure right now. Good use of the parasol above the ledge from LingLing just to kind of, force Vince to respect his space a little bit.
Ling taking a bit more of a patient approach to this. And Toad coming out clapping here.
Toad with the big sneeze. It is allergy season, so.
Those autumn leaves, they ruin the fungi.
Yeah, it's awful. So Vince on the back foot right now. Let's see what his response is going to be. LingLing, and just a lot of skirting around. Not really, you have to be cautious as Peach in this matchup. Like I was saying earlier, because of the range that Roy likes to play at, you have to be careful. Oh, Lord! And everything that is sacred. That side B, the double-edged dance, is disgusting.
It's like we brought up coming into the set. You'll see Peach just get comboed to no end. Or sometimes she just accidentally hits Roy and Roy will just fall because he can't do much more else. And Vince is doing a really good job of picking and choosing when he goes in for that fight. Unfortunately, he can't choose when he wants to recover, and just like that, Ling taking yet another stop.
Yeah, great job right there from LingLing as he is adding to this lead right now. But Vince, not going to say die just yet. He is going to continue to apply this pressure. Again, the platform layout doesn't really allow him to extend these combos, I'm sure, in a way that he would have liked to.
Yeah, LingLing has so many options once the corner carry begins, or I guess ends. But it shows why it's the pick from LingLing's favor. That being said, though, Vince is playing to the stage very well. As soon as that battle brings itself to the ledge, he's not looking for any more greedy damage. He's throwing out that kill option, and it's been working for him.
Yep, absolutely. But sitting at a high-ish % right now. Again, kind of a similar deficit he found himself out in that first game. So LingLing definitely has to be on alert here. Oh, Lord.
Yo, sound the alarms. My man is getting brought out to the ledge by at 0. Kind of a rough case for LingLing.
Very great empty hop right there from Vince. Maybe trying to read the air dodge with the F tilt right there. Ooh, okay, getting tricky with his movement right there. I don't think he has a jump yet. He's dead.
He had no time to air dodge. He had no time to jump. He was just dragged out.
Oh, did it again. God,
but did she win?
What an evil woman
Did she
Peach
win?
Is.
Yes.
Yes, Peach, you did. Leave me alone.
Roll the tapes.
I don't know what's worse, that or when Daisy goes woo. When Daisy said woo, I felt that.
I love Daisy.
I like her big mustache hair. I think that's my favorite aspect about Daisy.
She's just so cheerful. She's just a very emotional character. When she gets she has my favorite Star KO scream. Her and Roy, actually. Because they're both so defeated. You just hear Daisy in the distance. No!
And Roy sounds like he's like actually being like murdered, like slowly.
Roy sounds like he's watching his family die in front of him. Like, you
Banjo's is
feel
pretty
that
good.
stock. It just sounds like Grant
Whoa.
Kirkhope tripping. Like he's about to drop his coffee.
I want a mod where it's just Chris like yelling monotone into the mic as everyone's star KO screen. It's like one of my favorite little in jokes we have. Oh man, take the mic away from all of us. Here we go. 1-1 going into game 3 here. FD, okay. So interesting. I don't know what Vince. I don't know. It's weird.
So I feel like a lot of where
Where's that?
LingLing got advantage in game 2 was the fact that once he managed to get brought to the corner, he had ways out.
Yes.
And when he had those ways out, he also had opportunities for reversals. Also, a lot of the play was happening along the ledge of Kalos, like along the wall, and Vince can't really mix up his recovery heights because he has to ride the wall.
Yeah, exactly. So, again, the smaller surface area to cover here definitely going to do Vince a lot of favors. Like you said, the added benefit of not having those platforms, it means that LingLing is going to have to get off the ledge. He's going to have to think before getting off the ledge. But there we go. Great start right there for Vince as he takes that first stock with relative ease.
He's really just swinging.
You ever get hit by a golf club in space? I imagine it hurts. Neutral air will get the job done right there. So Vince, after taking that first stock, not able to generate much offense on the second. And here we go, man. That's what you have to be careful of. It always has to be in the back of your mind. Peach can just go off at any time.
See, but here's the thing, though. Vince knows that. Vince can hold that damage, and he can still just get one good juggle state and build all that back up and keep himself ahead of the momentum.
There you go. A lot of kiting around right now. LingLing approaching from above. Roy doesn't have a great, outside of jab, out of shield, he doesn't have a great, get off me tool, for above him. So LingLing taking advantage of that. Love the use of the double-edged dance 1 from Vince. He's been able to generate a good amount of offense off of that.
It's a really safe, spacing option. Because, if it connects, then he can get some damage.
Oh, Lord. Dash attack from across the stage. Will take that stock right there for Vince. So now 1 stock away from going up 2-1 here on LingLing. LingLing, again, not saying die just yet. Again, any sort of strong hit from Peach near the edge will probably spell curtains for Roy.
Yeah, LingLing looking a little worse for wear in this particular match. I feel like the availability of options at the ledge really helped him out in those previous games here. Meanwhile, Vince is just able to suffocate him. Even though Ling is keeping the race kind of close, it's still pretty much on Vince's say.
See Vince, once again, just kind of kiting around. A lot of those short hop neutral airs in place. He was showcasing on Twitter a lot of these attack cancel nairs, which I'm sure is rough on the hands, but looks very, very cool in regards to how much space you can generate. Vince forced to recover low, having to respect that, the fact that Peach can just kind of go out there to edge guard you. Oh, is that going to be it? And it is.
Okay.
So LingLing with a great conversion right there.
He brought that all back.
No, he did, yeah. So it looks like we could be potentially seeing a run back here. Yep, it's like I thought. Let's see once again at this string right here. Yep, Vince is caught trying to jump or do something from the ledge. That will result in death.
I feel like if Vince forces these interactions to occur more at center stage, he'll just win it out more. Because then, he could tank that damage from Peach, but every time the battle brings itself to the ledge, LingLing just completely turns a 180 on the story of the match.
Yep.
It's how he's keeping the damage even, it's how he's keeping the stocks even, and it's how he nabbed away that game.
All right, so let's see what the response here is going to be from Vince. Right now, LingLing wasting no time getting the work on the edge guard here, but Vince finally able to find his way back into center stage. Oh, but the spores from Toad going to provide a great get-off-me response. Vince might be dead here. Okay, no. Great recovery right there, but there we go.
Okay.
It's an emotional slap of the leg right there from Vince.
And a very violent start. Just trying to figure out, what's going to be the change in approach? Because Vince keeps on throwing himself at LingLing. And he's building up plenty of damage for it, but he keeps on putting himself into these positions where LingLing can be like, oh, you're over here now, and start his own combos, but put Vince in a much worse position than he was originally.
See him trying to get creative on the ledge guards right there. Oh, there we go. Yep, that hit is so deadly, man. Like that one, especially on, like we said, a character like Roy, combo food for a character like Peach if she's able to convert. They're going to back her, will connect right
You
there.
want a scoop from the bear? All right.
That move scoops real good, man. Ooh, but Vince going to be forced to get creative here. This could be death here if LingLing plays his cards right.
Yep.
And it is. So he told, fresh 2 stocks Vince on his tournament stock right now. Let's see if he can respond. That was a nice way to respond.
Taking advantage of the fact that Peach's shield is smaller and just goes right for the swing. Vince is going to need a lot more opportunities like that, though, if he wants to try and bring us into a Game 5, people. It's looking kind of grim.
Yeah, absolutely. He's doing a good job so far, but again, he can't let Ling get that huge, combo-breaking hit, If he has Ling at the high percent, he kind of has to, swing for the fences right now. Ooh, but there we go. Yep, just getting hit by the Peach Bomber right there. Ooh.
Very greedy from LingLing. What's going to happen because of it?
And that could have been a way bigger punish for Vince. You can see him kind of shaking his head. But there we go. The backer will connect right there. 76.5. Definitely not something that can't be made up. And Vince has already made the comeback in one of these games. There we go.
You heard Jersey wake up for their man.
Ooh, okay. Getting the sour hitbox. Ooh, but that forward smash.
Oh, and Toad says no more.
That is going to be it for Vince. Finishing out at 9th place. And you can see the emotion ringing off of his face right there. Again, I'm sure he's incredibly disappointed with himself, man. But
that's how it goes sometimes.
A good performance nonetheless.
These players put a lot of passion into their play, man. And he was so close, but